All right, we're going to be in the helicopter flying handbook, and this is going to be Chapter 5, Rotorcraft Flight Manual, Chapter 5. This is page 1 of 6. Title 14 of the Code of Federal Regulations, 14 CFR, Part 91 requires pilots' compliance with the operating limitations specified in approved rotorcraft flight manuals, markings, and placards. Originally, flight manuals were often characterized by lack of essential information and followed whatever format and content the manufacturer deemed appropriate. This changed with the acceptance of the General Aviation Manufacturers Association, GAMA, specifications for a pilot's operating handbook, which established a standardized format for all general aviation airplane and rotorcraft flight manuals. The term Pilot Operating Handbook, POH, is often used in place of Rotorcraft Flight Manual, RFM. All right. However, if a pilot's operating handbook is used as the main title instead of Rotorcraft Flight Manual, a statement must be included on the title page indicating that the document is Federal Aviation Administration, FAA approved Rotorcraft Flight Manual. Not including the preliminary pages, an FAA approved RFM may contain as many as 10 sections. These sections are general information, operating limitations, emergency procedures, normal procedures, performance, weight, balance, aircraft and system descriptions, handling services, maintenance supplements, and safety and operational tips. Manufacturers have the options of including a 10th section on safety and operational tips and an alphabetical index at the end of the handbook. All right, preliminary pages. While RFMs may appear similar for the same make and model of aircraft, each flight manual is unique since it contains specific information about a particular aircraft, such as the equipment installed, weight, and balance information. Therefore, manufacturers are required to include a serial number and registration of the title page to identify the aircraft to which the flight manual belongs. If a flight manual does not indicate a specific aircraft, registration and serial number is limited to general study purposes only. Most manufacturers include a table of contents which identifies the order of the entire manual by section number and title. Usually each section also contains its own table of contents. Page numbers reflect the sections being read, 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, and so on. If the flight manual is published in loose leaf form, each section is usually marked with a divider tab indicating the section number or title, or both. The emergency procedure sections may have a red tab for quick identification and reference. All right. General information. General information section provides the basic descriptive information on the rotorcraft and the power plant. In some manuals, there is three view drawings of the rotorcraft that provides the dimensions of the various components, including the overall length and width and diameter of the rotor systems. This is a good place for the pilots to quickly familiarize themselves with the aircraft. Pilots need to be aware of the dimensions of the helicopter since they often must decide the suitability of the operations area for themselves as well as the hangar space, landing pad, and ground handling needs. Pilots can find definitions, abbreviations, and explanations of symbonology and some of the terminology used in the manual at the end of this section. At the option of the manufacturer, metric and other conversion tables may also be included. All right, operation limitations, section 2. The operating limitations sections contains only those limitations required by the regulation or that are necessary for the safe operation of the rotorcraft power plant systems and equipment. It includes operating limitations, instrument markings, color coding, and basic placards. Some of the areas included are airspeed, altitude, rotor, and power plant limitations, including fuel and oil requirements, weight and loading distribution, and flight limitations. Instrument markings. Instrument markings may include, but are not limited to, green, red, yellow ranges for the safe operation of aircraft. The green markings indicate a range of continuous operations. The red indicates the maximum or minimum operations allowed, while the yellow range indicates a caution or a transition area. Airspeed limiters. Airspeed limitations are shown. Airspeed limitations are shown on the airspeed indicator by color coding and on placards or graphs in the aircraft. A red line on the airspeed indicator shows the airspeed limit beyond which structural damage could occur. This is called the never exceed speed, or the V with a small NE. The normal operating speed range is depicted by the green arc. A blue line is sometimes added to show the maximum safe auto rotation speed. Another restriction on maximum airspeed for a level flight with maximum continuous power, V, with a little h, may be the availability of power. An increase in power required due to an increase of weight or the G producing maneuvers may decrease the V over h, the maximum continuous power. A decrease in power available caused by increased density, altitude, or by weak faulty gauges also decrease the V of h, the maximum continuous power. Right, so we'll hold it right there. That was page 1 and 2 of chapter 5. We're going to go into altitude limitations. All right, see.